Beach episode in anime. Whenever you hear these words, you think, fuck, we will get the boring filler, clean water, characters with the same ass trope. Fuck this shit, man. That's what a normie ass kid would say. I don't need a beach episode, a chance to see a waifu in a bikini, seeing all the boys getting their body mashed up together, and if you are really lucky enough, the couple you are cheering on for might just progress beyond the domestic hand holding. If I am getting these things, sign me the fuck up. Since the start of anime and anime tropes itself, beach episode is mostly considered filler because characters taking time out of their hectic life to just crack open a beer and relax is realistic for us, but for Japan, it is same as seeing dragons in this day and age. If you just do a quick Google search, do anime fans like beach episodes? It says,
beach episodes are a staple of manga and anime that are rooted in Japanese culture. They offer character exploration and lots of fan service.
Which is true on the surface, but the more I read about it, the fascinated I was. So, the ones who hate beach episodes and the ones who love them, hold hands as I take you along this sandy journey. Beach episode has a long history, not only in anime but also in other media, from the sitcom Friends to WWE SummerSlam. But this trope majorly lived and died in the traditional media in its 80s and 90s, but in Japan, it was a bit different. Earliest sight of anime beach episode was in 1984 by Ryunosuke Stunned, My Young Child Loves Rock Mother. I repeat, Ryunosuke Stunned, My Young Child Loves Rock Mother. And this is an official title, not a JoJo English.
Do you understand? Tene.
Even though this trope did die down in traditional media, but not in anime, and there are two reasons for it. First, most stories' source material was the manga or light novel, so to prevent anime from catching up and running out of source material to adapt, now and then they added fillers in the form of beach episodes, which was well received by the Japanese audience because Japan does take the beach culture very seriously, where they go the earliest and set up barbecue and shit. Also, Japanese people take very little holidays thanks to the fucked up work culture, so that kind of hits home for them. Now the second and the most important reason. Companies witnessed every time the beach episode aired, or every anime which had a beach episode, saw an exponential growth in the merchandise sales.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Soon, by the mid 2000s, in some way or form, every anime had a beach episode. Continuational stories needed a filler? You know which episodes you are going to get. Every anime original which was going to be 24 episodes, 13 now. You knew what episode 7 or 8 was going to look like, and it was working real good. So good in fact, beach episodes are announced in advance, so the figurines, posters and other merch of characters wearing beachwear are manufactured, promoted and sold to fans as soon as the beach episode is premiered. Some even do limited edition drops, which come once and they are gone. You are never getting them. And this is genius. That takes us to Act 2, which are the actual beach episodes. We get various beach episodes, some where absolutely nothing happens and the characters will play Smack the Watermelon blindfold. Yeah, I do not know what it is called. If it is rom-com, they hold hands on the beach and that is the S tier plot progression right there. Then, you completely flip the switch and see some wonderful beach episodes along the line of High School of the Dead and High School DxD, where you get the actual plot of the show. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to the OVAs and you will get the juice. Then you get to, why the fuck are these episodes here? These beach episodes are filler which come out of nowhere and they are in between arcs. I remember in Darling in the Franxx when they were fighting life or death robot battles and the next episode they say, it's beach time baby! Or when out of nowhere, when they forced a beach episode in Bleach. I mean, come on. The main cast just had a plot changing battle. We were fighting Aizen and Espadas, one of the main villains we were looking forward to. I can imagine the discussion table at the anime studio was like, sir, we are about to jump into the most awaited climactic battle. We should up our production, try to get some new scope, and is the storyboard okay? How about we add a beach episode? Sir, we'll be narratively fucked. Think of the beach vibe. You are just fucking with me, right? Just a sec. Blue water and watermelon making sport. You didn't say psych. All of the main cast having fun. Most of them might be dead by the end of it. Our main character and his love interest having a moment. Sir, with all due respect, this is shit! Absolute shit! Cute anime girls on beach wearing bikini and playing volleyball. Say no more. Now, let's talk about some amazing beach episodes. Yeah, believe it or not, beach episodes are not always fillers. Golden Time had an amazing beach episode. Not only the episode itself, but it was a setup for the future, which not only rose the conflict, but also led us to that emotional rollercoaster of an end. Great Teacher Onizuka's beach episode focused on the unresolved sexual tension between horny teens. Food Wars beach episode was essentially a tournament arc of beach restaurants, which was really fun. Rent a Girlfriend had a banger of a beach arc, where Mami solidified she was the worst girl, Chizuru proved she was the goddess, but the biggest one was when Kazuya's best friend beat the shit out of him for being an absolute bitch. The last one I would like to mention is from Bunny Girl Senpai. Bunny Girl Senpai has a lot of amazing beach moments, but one of my favorites was when Futaba was going through her problems and she runs away. Then Sakta and Kunimi take her to the beach and they spend entire night cracking fireworks. Was one of the best moments of Bunny Girl Senpai. So, why am I talking about bitch? Bitch. Son of a beach. Now I get it. Beach episodes often have a bad rep for being pointless fillers or just being there for fan service. I guess no one is complaining about that. But people often shit on it while forgetting there are some actually amazing beach episodes which are essential for plot. And you know what? I kind of like beach episodes, from fan service to absolutely where nothing happens. But do not cram beach episodes in between arc just to buy time or promote some shit like movie. Even though most filler episodes of anime are from beach, I like to think the characters are just taking a vacation from their job, like us, when we also take a vacation to just chill out on the beach. But do you know when I get annoyed? Seeing the trash getting washed up on the show. Imagine, you are swimming and someone's underwear floats on your face. Ew, I know. So if you don't want underwear on your face, you can head over to teamseas.org. With just a single $1, you can help in getting rid of a pound of a trash. You might be thinking, what is it going to do with just a single pound? This is the same thing I went towards when I came across an unlisted video of Mr. Beast about this thing. But when I saw everyone's passion about this, that kind of rubbed off on me. Originally I was going to go on a beach and try to clean, but when I actually went on the beach, it was already clean. So that was nice, but kind of ruined my plan. I don't even know how many people will find this video, much less watch it. But if you do, hopefully you can at least spare a $1 or $2 for Team Seas. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and share it with your friends if you want. Also, let me know in the comments below. And do not forget to donate at Team Seas. That's about it. See you in the next one.